All right. Hello, my friends. My name is Evelyn Joy, and welcome back to my channel. We're going to start off with prayer today for all of those who were victims of Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton. Dear Lord, I want to lift up to you all of the victims of the hurricanes, Lord, those who lost their lives and their loved ones, and those who lost their homes, and those who were displaced, and those who are seeking shelter, those who have survivor's guilt because they have so much devastation all around them, but they somehow were protected from what went on. I pray for those who have mold in their houses. I pray for those who just have a tent to sleep in. And the winter weather is coming. I pray for those who are cold. I pray for those who are without food. I pray for those who are without electricity, those who are without water. I pray for these elections, Lord. I just pray, Lord, that you would take control over all that's going on. There's definitely a battle of good and evil, and you are in control, Lord. And thank you that you always take care of us. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, we're going to go ahead. I've got two videos for you. They're a little bit long, but they've got some important information in it. They're both from the same person. So we're going to go ahead and listen what's going on with FEMA and Hurricane Helene.
So the FEMA saga continues, so let's just delve right into it, okay? So the first video that I seen come out, I think it was last week, of a FEMA worker going to somewhere, I believe out in Hendersonville, trying to shut down a site. And those people at that site said, we're not going to let you shut us down. And it got physical and the FEMA worker got hurt, okay? And then this last Saturday, and today is October 15th, this last Saturday, they had a threat against FEMA to where FEMA pulled out of the area. And I mean, right in the middle of recovery efforts. There are some horrendous stories, you guys. I've reposted some videos of people telling you about this stuff. Literally just pulled out right there. They had people that they were going in to recover, literally just pulled out, said, nope, we're not doing it, and pulled out. These people are going around on the national news. These FEMA people are going around on national news saying, we're not doing anything wrong. All of the things that those locals are saying are rumors. They're inciting fear. It's not true. We're not shutting donation sites down. We are not stopping donations from being delivered to the area. We are not taking the donations from anybody. Guys, there are so many videos of people from all walks of life, from all over. You've got preachers telling you, you've got teams and doing recoveries telling you, you've even got police chiefs making videos and posting them to social media, telling you what FEMA has been doing here. Let me tell you what the local news is also telling you. Or not the local news, I'm so sorry. The national news is telling everyone. They are telling you that our water system is back up and running. Good Morning America did a story on it a couple mornings ago. Our water system is back up. We're recovered, you guys. We have water. Not the last time I checked. Half of the city has water. The other half does not. They're working on it every day, piece by piece. But even the people that do have water have low pressure and it is brown. They can't even boil it to a point where they can use it for anything, even their laundry. We are not recovered, you guys. But that's what the national news was telling people. The national news is telling people that there were 230 deaths over all the states affected by this storm. Not even remotely close. Even our local news came out with a story yesterday about how they know they can't get an accurate count. But there are recovery crews here, and every single one of them will tell you that the local count here is in the thousands. Just here. Nurses at the hospital will tell you that the local count is in the thousands here. We are having to hire trucks to come in and remove them by the hundreds because we don't have places to store them. They are ordering thousands of body bags for the local area. But y'all are listening to that national news. So I don't know if the higher ups in FEMA don't know what their crews are doing here, or if they're just lying to cover up what their crews are doing. But we're not lying about it. I posted a video the other day of my personal experience with FEMA. I had 117,000 views on that post. I never dreamed that that would happen. But if you go and read the comments in that post, scroll through, you will see testimonies of people here in the local area that have come in to try to help, that got turned away, that got stopped by FEMA. You will see stories of donation people being told that they needed to shut down. You will see people commenting that were there in the trailer park that I was in the day that I witnessed the photo op from FEMA, telling you the exact same thing that I'm telling you. We don't all know each other. These are people from everywhere, all walks of life, telling you exactly what FEMA has been doing here.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, national news is saying that we're all liars. And that sucks. So, to those of you who have been here, who have been watching and supporting us, we greatly appreciate you. We greatly appreciate you guys, because it really kind of sucks to just be here right now. I went out today. I went around town trying to find FEMA. I went to their website, went to some of the places that they had listed that they were going to be. I couldn't find them anywhere. While I was out today, I did go through Biltmore Village, which was one of the harder hit areas. I was trying to get some video footage for you guys. It's incredibly difficult to get there to get good video footage because of all the detours and the roads closed. I did manage to go by the Biltmore Estate. You guys, the Biltmore Estate entrance is completely destroyed. I mean, it didn't even look like it was in Asheville. Like, it looked like the desert over there. It was crazy bad. Like, you could kind of see through the alleys, and there were people in hazmat suits over there trying to clean up as much as they could. But going with the flow of traffic, my videos suck, but I wasn't going to impede traffic or, get in the middle of anything to try to get good footage. So if you want to see it, I will post it, but it's just not going to be great footage at this point. But when the national news is telling people that we are recovered, that we're okay, it's really frustrating, because when you drive through places like Biltmore Village, you see that the cleanup efforts are nowhere near where we can even try to start rebuilding. We are nowhere near being recovered. So it really sucks to keep seeing stuff like this on the national news, to keep hearing people in comments saying, you're lying because the news said that you guys were rebuilding already. The news said that there wasn't that many people lost in this. That's not true. I posted a video this morning, I think it was. This is the most significant storm that we have ever had here in Western North Carolina. This is the record for anything that this local area has ever experienced. I told you guys, in 2004, we had a tropical cyclone come through. It did cause a major landslide that affected my family greatly, but it was not a widespread event. They did have flooding that was very bad in a lot of the normal places that flood. But with Helene, there were places touched by this storm that had never been touched like that before. Thousands of lives have been lost. We are nowhere near being recovered, and we are sick of hearing that we're lying about what we're dealing with when it comes to FEMA. So we appreciate those of you that have been here supporting us. I will be back with more updates. Please be.
I didn't mean
So
to.
the FEMA saga continues. So let's just delve right into it.
I
Okay.
was trying to show her name, but by scrolling down it ended it. All right, so I've got one more video by the same creator. Let's go.
So today is October 18th, 2024. I'm back with another Asheville update for you guys. I think we're 22 days into this disaster. This is going to be a significant video with a lot of information in it. So please kind of try to hang in there so that you can get all the information that I'm out here trying to give you guys, okay? The people here in Asheville are kind of upset at this point with the national news. The national news kind of left a lot of misinformation out there and then stopped talking about us. So we're upset about the body count number given and how wildly inaccurate it is. We're upset about the national news saying that our water system was back up and running and the misinformation given about that. We are upset that they are giving misinformation and then kind of coming out and saying that we're all lying and spreading misinformation about the FEMA stuff that's been going on here. And the most important thing that I think most people are really upset about right now is the recovery efforts and how they're being literally bulldozed at this point. Um, so to jump into the body count numbers really quickly, I've already talked about this a little bit, but I'm going to give you a little bit more information on why I think that you guys are given the information that you have been. So here in Asheville, North Carolina, we had a very large homeless population. And this morning I posted a video of this particular intersection off Tunnel Road in Asheville while it was flooded and then what it looked like after. You guys, that is one intersection where there were hundreds of homeless people staying. I had shared a video of a woman who had been in the flood zone when it started to rise. She got up the hill just in time. But you guys, those floodwaters rose to the top of buildings within minutes. Anybody on foot down there, they didn't make it. Another unfortunate fact behind this catastrophic flooding, and these are flood zones that have flooded significantly in the past, but this time it was catastrophic because Duke opened their floodgates on their dam. And I think that keeping that number down kind of helps them to avoid accepting responsibility for the true amount of lives lost. The homeless people are easier to kind of overlook because you don't know who they are. You don't know exactly how many there are. They're people that don't really have family reporting them missing. It's easier to just not accept accountability by ignoring the fact that they were there. So that's kind of my personal views on the subject and the views of many people around here as we walk around town the last couple of weeks and we see that the homeless population has decreased significantly in our area. So to kind of move on from that devastating little fact of life here, the water system back up in Asheville is not accurate to the point that you guys think that it is. Most places do have water trickling, you guys. There are still lots of places that don't have water. The water that is trickling in is brown and contaminated. It's causing skin irritations. It's not really to the point where you can boil it and use it safely. The schools have no idea when they're going to reopen. Buncombe County Schools doesn't know. A lot of the local businesses here are still closed unless they have been able to purchase and bring in and set up a new type of water system, because the public water system is not up and running like the national news wanted everyone to believe. So that's a lot of misinformation being given out there, which leads everyone here locally to become even more upset that we're all being called liars about the issues that we've been having with FEMA and government agencies here coming in. And national news just kind of saying, hey, FEMA says that they've not done any of this and all of this is lies. So that has a lot of us really pissed off and irritated at this point, because I've had personal experiences that I've shared with FEMA. My father has, people all over this community, preachers, police chiefs have gone viral. Tons of people bringing in donations and getting stopped have videos. But when you go to search for those videos, you're met with a wall of other videos given to you by national news outlets saying, hey, well, FEMA said that you guys are lying. When you go to look, you can't find the videos of the locals because you're met with all the trash from the national news outlets, all of the government people trying to combat it. They're not letting you see those videos. So as I said in my last video, come back to me in a day or two. I'm going to share everything that I can possibly find. I'm going to share you all the information, all the videos that I can find. The last little thing that's kind of disgusting that happens here at this point with the recovery is that we didn't have a whole lot of people coming in to do recovery. It's such a wide area. There's so many debris fields everywhere, that the government agencies and places that are getting cleaned up are now just kind of bulldozing the debris over. And that has a lot of people very upset at this point, that there are going to be so many people that are not found because they're just bulldozing the debris. So that's just kind of a really sad fact of life that we're all having to deal with here at this point. But we're all just a little bit outraged. Depression is kind of running rampant at this point. Anywhere you go, you're kind of just seeing people snap at each other. Tensions are high. we're at that sticky point now where we're a few weeks out from this disaster. People are packing up and going home. They're not able to stay and keep working. Not as many donations are coming in, so donation sites are slowly starting to dwindle. FEMA never had a great presence here to begin with, but even now they're not really doing much, and they only have a couple sites handing out food, and that's just MREs and bottles of weird water. So we're still not at a great place here, folks, and we're not really recovering yet. We are still very much in the early stages of the cleanup process here, but the national news did not do us justice. Our agencies and government officials have not really done us justice with this catastrophic event. And I think so many of us have tried to live in a little fairy tale bubble that when we see things like this going on and we hear people talking about their experiences in these kinds of disasters, that we like to chalk it up to conspiracy theories or misinformation. We don't want to believe that our government and government agencies would be doing things like this to people and that these stories just aren't real. But when you're living in it and you're having to see what you're seeing in homes and the things that your people, your loved ones are experiencing, and then you look at the news and they're like, well, none of that's happening. It's kind of a real eye opener and a smack in the face. So keep praying for Asheville. You guys stay safe out there. Keep an eye out for my next big post that's going to be coming out in a day or two, because I am going to show you all the evidence of everything that I've backed up. I'm going to find all the videos of FEMA stopping people from bringing donations in. I'm going to find the videos of them confiscating things. I'm going to post the testimonies of people who have had poor experiences here. So keep an eye out. It's going to take me a day or two to get it all and make that video, but
All right. So it says in the comments, Mama Joe Montgomery said, "We the people know the news isn't reporting on it because it'll make the current administration look bad. We appreciate you sharing the real truth. Please tell us what we can do to help." All right. That's all I have time for. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.